It's no secret, a number of neighborhoods in the city of Toronto are popular with large flocks of pigeons. Well, we may be starting to get some hints whether the birdie birth control program the city's been testing has helped.
The pill for pigeons are in food pallets and they're eating them.
The city launched a pilot project last year that saw birth control mixed into food in several specific spots across the city in an effort to control the pigeon population. Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow sounding optimistic this week when asked about the trajectory of the program.
Here is going really well, so I think the population of the pigeon will be under control soon.
Back in February, we stopped by Yonge and Finch, one of the identified hotspots being targeted by the program. At the time, there were a lot, not to mention all the droppings. We went back to the same place. It looked better. At first, it was even hard to find any. They must have taken off. Now I did find some after all, droppings too, even paying a price for this piece of footage. I felt it splash my face. That being said, there appear to be less of the birds and their droppings, something locals seem to notice.
I'm not knowing because they are our nature, so they have also right to live here.
I wouldn't say it was apocalyptic, but I wouldn't say that there were a few nice birds. I think it was somewhere in the middle. There were a lot of them around.
I can see why, because people come here during lunch and, there's food on the floor.
A point being echoed by Gail Fraser.
Unless we can control people not feeding pigeons, which is a hard thing to do.
She's a professor with York University. Birds are a part of her field of study. She agrees pigeons tend to follow the food. When asked about ovo control, the brand name of the birth control product added to the food, says it sounds pretty benign, but may be challenging to track efficacy.
You need to make sure the pigeons are actually eating a certain amount every day to know that it's an effective birth control.
And says structures called dovecotes might be another option.
Bring the pigeons in to nest in these structures, and then you can swap out their eggs, you can oil their eggs, you know exactly how many pigeons are around. In
a written statement from the city's director of animal services, she says in part, through the pilot, ovo control is fed to pigeons at 4 locations as a humane strategy to address and decrease the pigeon population. The program aims to have a targeted impact of a 50% reduction. The program started in May of 2022 and will be evaluated now through the end of the year. At Yonge and Finch, David Zura, City News.